Welcome back to the adventures of Lord Durrandon. I always say Dondarrion because of that's a completely separate house, but they sound so similar. I was getting confused. Anyway, Durrandon, definitely his name, with his fancy stag and his fancy wife, who is now apparently fancily pregnant, which is very useful because we don't have a son yet. Obviously, we are agnatic cognatic, but men are preferred because we're playing in a backwards medieval society. Shakes fist. So I've been doing a little bit of looking around while the game's been paused. I don't like having too much done off camera, but I've been having a look around. I've been sort of deciding, formulating a plan. Now, it turns out I've overlooked something fairly major. We can go to a fellow vassal in the realm and just try to border dispute them, as long as we have 25 piety and 50 gold. That's it. That's all it costs. However, there is a caveat to this. We have to be ambitious, ruthless, or greedy. So, stick with the business folks long enough to debase the mints. Get greedy or something like that. Ambitious will come and go. Ruthless, I wonder if we just kill a lot of prisoners or something like that. Maybe that would work. Well, we're about to get... well, we're on that sort of line anyway, seeing as we're trying to kill off this young boy, Donald Valkin, who is only 91% still. Shit. Well, that's because we can't even invite anyone over. It's probably something to do with our crappy prestige. So the business focus is not only going to give us access to wars in the form of currency, which we can spend on troops and that type of thing. That's also very, very good. But it's going to allow us to hopefully get greedy. And if we get greedy, then we can... Ooh, plot might be revealed. I think we should cancel that, seeing as it's a more or less impossible plot anyway. It can fire at 91%, but it's so difficult. Not only will it give us the cash for that, but it will give us the keys to declare war on these other guys as well. So that's going to be very, very useful. What other plots could we do? It's like Paramount Theon? Oh, Theon Greyjoy, Lord of the Iron Islands. Okay, fair enough. Good for him. A lot of this other stuff is fairly irrelevant, I will admit. We have a new heir. If our character dies, we'll play as Baldric Durrandon, who is attractive. Not too bad. Now, we're quick, so obviously we would prefer that to attractive, but that's not too terrible anyway. Let's go for, in that case, let's go for Thrift. Let's educate him personally. Assign Guardian. Send to the Temple Gods of the Storm. Okay, fair enough. Let's go for... I need to add, like, a different religious title for this, because that was calling him a drowned man. We need to add, like, a storm man or something like that. A stormy boy. Do you know what happens to lightning? Coincidentally, do you know what happens to a toad when it's hit by lightning? Still one of the worst movie quotes ever. We'll educate myself, of course we will. Baldric. Baldric is a good name. I need a good naming scheme for this series. I'm just going to go with traditional sort of Stormlander names. So why don't we go for what? I mean, we sort of had dumb storms and shit. Heavy, tsunami. I mean, an earthquake isn't a storm, but a guy called Earthquake Durrandon sounds incredible. Our heir, young Earthquake. Wait, Daenerys Targaryen had dragon eggs removed from their treasury. Did she hatch them? She lost them. Oh, I bet she's in Karth. No, she's not. She's still married to Khal Drogo. Drogo, son of Drogo, lives. Okay. And then he's got a... Wait, so Khal Drogo has... Okay, so they have another kid called Kasamo. What happened to her dragon egg? Wait, was Drogo also... R'hllor? Well, this is some weird alt timeline that I'm not a big fan of. Okay, fair enough. He's converted from Dothraki. He's been convinced by the Red Priest. Daenerys is still Faith of the Seven. Excuse me, what? Viserys is still alive as well, which I wasn't really expecting. So what happened to her dragon eggs is the real question. Did you try and hatch them and fail, perhaps? We need to find those, because if those get into the hand of somebody that we're not a big fan of... Dragon egg? I think they're gone. Dragon egg? Maybe just dragon... Maybe just egg? I think they're gone, you know. Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, I don't think we're going to see any dragons this time around. Those are the last dragon eggs. There are other ways to get dragon eggs besides just breeding dragons, though. You can find some of them still left in the world petrified. The chance of us hatching a dragon is next to none. We're a Stormlander. We are a worshipper of the Storm God. We have no bloodline associated with dragon hatching or taming. It would be very, very unlikely. I also don't want another dragon-based playthrough. I think dragons are overdone at this stage. I think we need to use the power of the Storm God and obviously the God's blood running through our characters' veins here instead. We've been down to suffering a serious problem from crime and banditry. Shall we lose another 10 prestige to talk to our liege and have him deal with it? No. The food is great, though. Let's improve opinion with him. Minus 40. Well, that's incredible. Well done. Good work there. So we're almost out of this prestige hole we've been stuck in ever since we got married. that will in turn obviously give more opinion with some other people. So that would be very, very nice, I think. Edmund Tully is doing things as well. I don't really care about Edmund Tully, I'm going to be honest. Get out of here. Yeah, prestige minus 15, 2 per month. I'm surprised we've had so few events. That's been a very large issue with the series thus far, is that the game's just not giving us anything. We're basically sitting here just waiting for the business focus to give us greedy, and that's it. A group of robbers calling themselves the Band of Brothers has been bought before me. We can either lose 5 prestige, or... Why would we ever do that? Why would we ever do that? They will pay a merceman, of course. Yeah, we'll go for that one. And gain the 10 prestige or the 10 opinion with that guy. The top event, I just don't really understand why you'd ever do that. So House Martell is now in full control of King's Landing, as we've discussed before. Not only is it King Namor Martell, daughter of Myrcella Baratheon and Prince Tristan of Dawn. He was born, obviously, patrilineally, so he is a Martell by blood. But if we kill him off, that would screw up the whole Martell game plan, but it would put Baratheon back on the throne, which is not ideal, because we you know, being a Durrandon, is probably not a big fan of House Baratheon anyway. Right, so we'll just let the Martells do whatever they want. They don't like the Baratheons, or Baratheons to them were the means to the end, just as they are to us, so that's fine. Ronnie Baratheon tries to have Bryce Caron, arrested, but fails to apprehend him. Lord Bryce has raised his banners in rebellion. The realm will surely bleed. So I was just waiting for Elia Martell to stop screaming there. She good? Oh, it was Elia Sand. And who was she? One of the orders of Ryman Tunnelton. So she was married to Lord Rob of the North. The Martells are everywhere. They can't be stopped. They are playing some serious 4D chess right now. So they were married into the North. They're married into the Reach as well. Who was it? They're married to, I believe it was this guy. Now, this guy is Elia Sand's son. Then she had a daughter with Rob of the North who's died. Wow. I'm actually genuinely very impressed that the game has managed to come up with something quite this cool. Because it's very rare that they do anything this sort of, you know, intense. Oh, shit. Through a covert... speaking of which, how is the AI this good? Through a covert conspiracy, my acquaintance, Princess Arianne Martell, has acquired a claim on the 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. She's done it. That's it. House Martell are now landing. Now, in the books, there is this sort of Grand Martell conspiracy. It's kind of a bit more of a theory than anything else. And she's now imprisoned by Lord Ulwick of Hellholt. Kill her. Finish off this conspiracy. They have fingers in too many pies for this to happen. Master Durran approaches you. He wants to build a great monument. He's selfish and ambitious, so I have a feeling this might not end well, but it's 25 gold, and we might get some prestige out of it, and prestige is something we're really desperate for right now. Again, we're just waiting for this goddamn event to fire to give us greedy. Come on, game. You know you've got to just... Mine and region. Okay, fine. I think we're just going to have to let some more time so you can just pray that eventually it throws this event at us. Oh, thank God. At long last, your treasurer comes to see you one afternoon. He explains that he's devised a plan to bring exotic goods into the treasury, blah, blah, blah. Organize an expedition. Buy the merchant ship for 25 gold. We've got to succeed with this. Because at the end of this event chain, we can get greedy from denying... Oh, there's a chance, I believe, of getting greedy from denying the steward any sort of payment. We have to succeed with the event, though, so I'm gonna not run any risk at all with this one. Poachers have been seen in Estamont. I should probably send my spymaster Eglantian and Marshal Sir Gawain to investigate the matter. Monthly prestige. We lose... Oh. I mean, we gain prestige, but we lose intrigue. It's not ideal, but I do need that prestige as soon as possible. I can't risk them getting in the way. We're not bringing the priest, although I normally would, because it's only 5 gold and they have a chance of ruining the event. We actually don't necessarily want the gold from this. The gold would be fantastic, obviously, but what we're really here for is the greedy. That would be fantastic. Please excuse him. I'm here to raise the street urchin for... There we go. Hey, you come to a conclusion. You both agree on this will be a profitable agreement. We gain 30 gold. That was not worth it. 150 prestige is obviously fantastic. We get city tax, castle tax, tribal tax, stewardship +2, and business contacts. Now we say, oh shit, what? Bamboozled. Is it because we're selfish, perhaps? Oh, come on. Really? We need ambitious, ruthless, or greedy. None of those are easy to get, then. Oh, for the love of God. Why would they remove that? I'm really... You fucker. Young Lord Aemon walks to me and says, striking up a conversation, sure, may gain affection. We need to try and become friends with our liege. One nice little child became close friends. We could get cheery as well. Diplomacy +1, general opinion +5. Holy shit, that's so good. We made friends with our liege. That's very, very cool. Ancient Valyrian Steel should definitely be on our list of things to do here. Improve combat ability, have 5 children. I mean, any of these are okay. I want Valyrian steel, so we're going to go for that one, because that might actually throw some events at us. He wants... So what if we say no? It doesn't matter too much. Alright, our wife was apparently also pregnant. I don't know if I mentioned that. Baldric. Baldric Durrandon the Quick Boy. Baldric is a great name. It's very, very Blackadder. You know what? I'll allow... No. We've gone for Storm so far. We've gone for natural... Okay, so what else is there? We've got Earthquake. We've got... I am the Storm Brother. We've got Heavy Storm. We've got Tsunami. What else do we want then? Monsoon. Monsoon Durrandon. Holy shit. Now, you are the chosen one. The issue is we're going to have to find a way to disinherit the other goddamn kid now. Oh, I shouldn't have gone with Thrift if he's got Quick in hindsight. Whoops. Oh, well, never mind. Right, and we obviously need to educate this kid ourselves. Excuse me, Earthquake. Earthquake, I need to... Well, we'll just see who comes out better, because Attractive and Quick, in terms of what they offer... I mean, obviously, Quick is infinitely better. Attractive isn't bad, though, by any stretch of the imagination, so I'm not going to be so quick to dismiss him. I'm not going to spend anything on the daughters, because obviously the guys take priority anyway, so that's, like, fourth in line. Do we really want to spend money on that? Lord Gallad, a great melee in the northern tradition, is to be held in Winterfell. I shall go to Winterfell and try and make some friends. Spymaster is terrible, but welcome aboard nonetheless. Right, so our sister's brother is dead. His son now holds the ancestral sword, Stranger's Mercy. Kill this kid. 65% plot power. Kill the kid. My brother-in-law inherits the sword, who is our courtier. Which means if he dies, she'll get the sword, and then if she dies, we get the sword. But if she dies, her kid will get the sword, who happens to be our son. So this is just, there's one person in the way to, in the long term, getting Valyrian steel. Unless our courtier marries, but I doubt he will, because we are in control of his marriage, obviously. Right, first things first then. Let's move you over to improve Diplo relations in Rainwood. Let's move you over to... You're shit. You're all shit. To build a spy network in Rainwood. Let's do charity in Weeping Town. Just because I want to improve opinion with people as much as possible. We might get general opinion from that, blah, 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 blah. Then... we kill this kid off. We can send out some gold when we get some gold to try and wipe all of this mess out. We can get Stefan Baratheon, which is the Onion Knight, Davos' son. We've got Montfort there. Like, a lot of people want to join, like a huge amount of people. I think we can actually kill this kid off. I think Valyrian steel is not too out of reach. There you go, you can do that. Isla is pregnant again. My god, you're getting a lot of backup kids here. House Durrandon is basically saved. We need to make sure these daughters are married off matrilineally, though. Perfect. Thank you. Improve relations. Another son called Baldric. It really likes that name, Hal. What are you like? Just boring. Okay, well, you're just going to be called, like... What's a fairly uneventful natural disaster? I mean, that doesn't really work, does it? I'm going to call you Splash. Because, you know, we've got Tsunami, who's fairly impressive. We've got, you know, Monsoon, who's very impressive. I think we'll just have Splash for you. Flattered. Sorry. My daughter is infatuated with me. Move on quickly. Let's educate him in Thrift. Again, he might come out okay if he gets something like Shrewd. That's not too terrible. Okay, how are we doing then in Brainwood? We're gonna have to start sending out some bribes. Let's sort by plot power. Layla, Spymaster of Brainwood, have some gold. Welcome to the plot. 95%. Okay, it's gonna be fairly expensive, but I think we can do it between a couple of different characters. We could sack you and replace you with... All these characters are shit. They're all terrible. I'm gonna employ a treasurer for 5 gold. Oh, he's terrible as well, but he's a Stormlander. He's a Stormlander Stormman. Sack him. Right. Collect some taxes for the love of God. I need some money here. We're only making 1.3 gold a month. Good God. A few days ago, you noticed an intriguing woman at court. We can sack our wife, replace with Kasana, who is better. I'm sorry, wife, but she outclasses you in every way. Move her over here. Plot power plus 10%. What have we got then? Is that going to give us enough? 106. Oh, it's on. Holy shit, the Valyrian steel. We're actually going to do it. I'd like to send out a little bit more cash if we can to invite a couple more people on board. Let's just speed the plot up. Because if we wait too long, this kid could get married. It's only 2 more years before he can get married, have a kid, and then that kid will inherit the sword, and then we've got a whole other generation to deal with. Civil War. Okay, here we go. Wait, Aegon came back. Aegon's come back. So that isn't Dawn. That's just so the Iron Throne takes on the symbol of whatever house rules it. So he's got 20,000 men. I wonder where he disappeared off to. He's also married to, probably Tolos. High Valyrian, win the war. 20,000 men at his back, though. He may not do too bad with this. Has he got anybody backing him? Yes. Edmure of the Trident, Harold of the Vale, the High Septim, and Rhaenor of Westbrook all are in favour of Aegon Targaryen. Then you've got King Nymor, Lady Paramount Arianne of Dawn, Lord Paramount Renly of the Stormlands, Lord Paramount Jeffrey of the Reach, and King Tymond of the Westerlands. This is going to be very, very interesting, I think. And we are a member of what faction, or are we just separate? I don't think the Stormlands joined it, did they? Oh, we're a defender. Okay, so we're joining the Iron Throne in defending itself. Interesting. Now, we can offer, I believe, to join him, can't we? Oh, do we have to be... No, I think we have to be a higher ranked lord before we can do that, unfortunately. I think you have to be a duke or higher. Wow, this is interesting. He may be able to stand a chance. I mean, it's 20,000 men on top of... So we've got the Vale. The Vale have a lot of men. The Trident have an okay amount of men. The Reach have a lot of men. The Westerlands are staying out of it. So the Westerlands could swing this one way or another. She is attacking the High Septim over Castamere. Somehow the most devout have taken Castamere. This is Tyrion's daughter. Okay, keep up. This is so odd. What are you talking about? All hail his grace. Aegon of House Essos. Wait, is he not legitimate? How the fuck did he win that? How do I see? I can't believe I missed that. It genuinely lasted all of about, what, a month? King Nymor of the Iron Throne lost. I want to know how they won that now. Okay, excuse me, I need to see the history of the Iron Throne. Nymor inherited conquered as a claimant. They just grabbed it somehow. They must have taken him prisoner. Because there's no way in hell that was enough troops to win. Huh. Aegon the Usurper. There we have it. Long live the king? Let me think about this. House Targaryen destroyed the original House Durrandon. So really, we're not in any better of a position here. We've swapped Baratheons out for Martells, who wanted to conquest everything. And now we've lost Martells, and instead we've gained Targaryens again. Long live the king. So do we get some unique events now? Because I've never actually seen Aegon come back to the Iron Throne. He did have a lot of men, though, didn't he, huh? 44,000 now, but he had, what, 20,000 when he turned up? So does he legitimize himself and become Aegon Targaryen? Because this is, in the book, supposedly, Rhaegar Targaryen's son. So I don't know what happens now. Is he just going to be Aegon of Essos? Oh, it's not going to last long. Eddard the Eagle. Eddard Stark has declared Northern War for Nymor's camp on the Iron Throne against King Aegon the Usurper. Wow. There you go. He's legitimized himself. Aegon Targaryen. His son of Lord Rhaegar and Elia Martell. He has a son, Prince Aerion. Interesting. Might be too little too late with that one, unfortunately, because now he's in a war to actually keep his throne. I mean, the realm is in such a horrible state. Now would be a perfect time to obviously declare war. If we had greedy, we could do that, but we don't, because apparently they've jostled around all the goddamn events. That wasn't me, but the kid died. That wasn't me that killed him. Died in suspicious circumstances on the 2nd, 4th moon, 3rd... Who killed him then? Was it Rory of the Black Bog, perchance? Hey, hang on. His heir is my character's wife. Oh, of course, it's all like Natty Cognatic. I can get that into my head. So she'll inherit the Black Bog, at which point our child will get the Black Bog. So we could also inherit a title here. Rory, you've been a loyal and able servant. You need to go. Loyal and able servant. Well, I mean, we both work, realistically. 142% plot power against him immediately. We can also get Stannis Seaworth on board as well. Okay, this could be very, very good. 174% plot power. We kill him and wife inherits. She gets the sword and the land. Kill her. I mean, the kid gets the sword and the land. Although, no, it would be. It would go to us no matter what. Because it would just go, it'll all go to Earthquake, unfortunately, right now. King Nymor took it back from Aegon. So normally what happens is, and the reason I think he was able to get the Iron Throne very, very briefly there. Wait, what? Lord Galad Durrandon, to assuage any doubts to my rightful claim to the 7 kingdoms of the Iron Throne, I will hereby adopt the arms and words of my ancestor, King Robert Baratheon. He's become matrilineal. Some will still doubt his legitimacy. The Baratheons are back. Wow, what a turbulent time then, huh? So we went in the short space of, I think, what's that, 30 years, roughly? Well, not even that, 20 years? 12 years? We've went from Robert to Joffrey, Joffrey to Tommen, Tommen to Nymor, Nymor to Aegon the 6th, Aegon the 6th back to Nymor, who has now become a Baratheon. Martells are probably furious. I bet you're livid, aren't you? Yeah, look at that. Traitor minus 50. Holy shit. And what's hers? Broken betrothal, revoke my royal privilege. House Martell, get shit on, basically. Anyway, that's great news. Your son Monsoon is responding very well to my tuition. He has improved his skills and advancing in knowledge every day. He is now diligent and quick. Monsoon, you are so good. How do we get rid of Earthquake? Brooding and haughty. Yeah, how do we get rid of Earthquake? We could kidnap him and then assassinate him when he is kidnapped. Oh, there we go. Rory of the Black Bog will die at poison wine. Stannis Seaworth. If there has ever been a more honourable man, he would have that name. What does that mean? So Rory of Blackbog did not drink the wine, but was unable to uncover the conspiracy. Right, okay, so round to them. We know that this plot is viable and probably going to keep firing until eventually this guy dies. Which point, wife inherits, and we're going to get a Valyrian Steel Sword along with it. That's incredible. Earthquake also gained 2 learning. No, Earthquake, you're the shit one. Earthquake, I'm not wasting money on Earthquake either. Well, I might, because he would make for a good backup son. Aemon the Second of Cape Wrath wants to give us a position of command. We're going to say no. We're not interested in that. Now, there is a disease also kicking around outside of Mistwood, but it hasn't made its way to Weeping Town yet. What is it? Pox. We should be okay. I don't think there's any problem with that, right? So what else? How do we get ambitious? Rulership? Take ambitious, so it's rulership or ruthless. I mean, we could try war? I'm going to go rulership for a while, because either way, that will help with our reputation, if nothing else, which will help expedite plots and things like that anyway. We should still be fabricating claims then, in that case. I stopped it for a while, but I think we just need to go back to doing it. My God. Lord Michael has sent his sycophants to torment me once more, spreading vile rumours about me. Surely I can convince him to stop. Appears my call for peace and unity fell on deaf ears. God damn it. What is wrong with you, Michael Tudbury, you weird man? What have we done to you? Just doesn't like us. Charitable versus self. Oh, because he's the opposite of us, basically. Charitable and humble, whereas we're selfish and proud. Okay, fair enough. What are you talking about? Lord Gallad, after listening to the advice of a group of loyal bannermen led by Lord Stannis Baratheon of Dragonstone, I hereby relinquish my position of King of the Iron Throne in favour of Aegon Targaryen. Stannis, in some fit of madness, kicked off his grandnephew, I believe, in favour of a Targaryen again. All hail his grace, Aegon of the Iron Throne, sixth of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, Protector of the Realm, long live the King. So now we're back to being Targaryen once again. He's a very good ruler. So actually, if he keeps things together, he's got patient, diligent, ambitious, brave, temperate, humble. He's like a very, very good character. So a point I started to make, and then obviously everything went tits up, was that normally what happens when Aegon invades, they straight up execute him. Now, for whatever reason, maybe it's something unique to House Martell, they just blinded him and let him go on his way. So he was able to obviously start a host or go to foreign realms and gain support. And Tolos obviously backed him there. I don't know whether it was a noble bride. It wasn't. Someone backed him and gave him 20,000 troops, which is now he's been able to cause a bit of trouble and be reinstated by Stannis Baratheon of all people. Don't point that thing at me. Right, let's see what this is going to do. Come on, kill him. You have my blessing. Kill him. Got him. Holy shit, we actually got him. He's dead. So now it's our wife, Lady Isla of the Black Bog. When she dies, Earthquake will take control of both the Valyrian Steel Sword and the Castle of Black Bog. That's a big improvement. Valyrian Steel plus another castle to our domain is very, very nice to hear. It's not huge, but it's going to be a lot of minor steps with this playthrough. We're starting as the lowest of the lords, the most hated amongst the realm. We're a house of one person at one stage. It's going to be a slow grind, but when we get there, holy shit, it's going to pay off. So in the Bodyguard can be our... So we've got... Wait, what? What was so in the Bodyguard? Oh, a Spy Master. We don't need to really Spy Master much anymore, huh? I mean, we'll just have you schemed so we can stop being assassinated. That'd be fairly nice. Converting this place to our religion would also be very, very good. I'm sort of not sure which one would be better. Either making people like us or making people like us via the religion aspect, that people are our religion, so in turn they'll like us a lot more. But either way, it's fine. Oh. The bloodline of House Durrandon lays claim to the traditional ancestral lands. Lands that must be reclaimed. Ours is the Fury. Gallard gains a strong claim on the Kingdom of the Stormlands, the Lordship of Shipbreaker Bay, the Lordship of Storm's End, and a claim on the Kingdom of the Stormlands against Renly's son. Another person who was what? Sir Elisand, who's a Martell. He's also married to Arianne Martell, who's a Martell. It's fucking Martells. Ours is the Fury. Ours is the Fury. An old man with a map. My justiciar came to me today, a bit annoyed and tired. My lord, there's an old man in the courtyard claiming he has to speak with you. He claims that he has something you would pay a great sum of money for. The old man seems to be a lunatic, but, well, he's claimed he had a map. An old map of Valyria, where great treasures are hidden. Let's see what he has to say. The beginning of a story. There he is. He's doing a bit of a puff pass there. Before you stands an old haggard man in his 50s, maybe 60s. He doesn't look Westerosi, racist, nor does he look like a beggar. Intrigued, you asked him about the map. The old man gives you a smile. The Storm God would be afraid of. My lord, it has come to my attention that you are looking for a way to acquire a Valyrian steel weapon. Slowly turning into Grandpa from Yu-Gi-Oh! As it happens, I have a map in my possession. No, wait, that's the Hokage, isn't it, from Naruto Abridged. I don't remember how Grandpa sounds from Yu-Gi-Oh! In hindsight. You have my curiosity, but now you have my full attention. Interesting. So we have the mission to go to Valyria and try and uncover some Valyrian steel. Now, although we're guaranteed to get a Valyrian steel sword, we can get Valyrian... It just says, if you look at that, Valyrian steel. Now, I know it says own a weapon made of Valyrian, ancient Valyrian steel there. We can get the armor. If we get Valyrian steel armor, we're suddenly in a very, very good position because we're going to get the sword either way, right? I'm ready and prepared to undertake this. Obviously costs us gold. Who do we want to take with us? A great warrior, a sailor and a navigator, the comely healer, or the old man? We're going to take the old man. Come with me, old man. This is your... There he is, Marcello, the Valyrian, a saucy Valyrian. Ambitious, erudite, honorable. He's honorable, which is obviously good. Marking of special interest. We want to build a large warship, a sturdy cargo ship, or a small transport ship. Oh, shit. Do we bankrupt the realm for this? I'm going to regret that, aren't I? I'm going to regret that, but I had to do it. If we can go back to the business focus soon, that would be fantastic. We can't for another 4 years. Ah! Okay. I know exactly what he's trying to do, available to our high intrigue skill. Try and take 100 gold from the church. They did, thank you. Isla is eating too much. Well, that's, you know, whatever. Or she's not eating enough. Wait, what was that event in hindsight? Black Bog. She is... I don't know. She looks absolutely fine to me, so I can't really comment on that, to be honest with you. Oh, God. 312 gold. Daenerys Targaryen died of gonorrhea. Not really how that story we would expect it to end, huh? Holy shit. What was that? Given to her by Drogo? It was not. So who the fuck was she sleeping with? Drogo, son of Drogo. Just a random Dothraki dude there. What's wrong with your nose? What happened with Daenerys Targaryen then? What a... I mean, just what a fate. What a terrible fate. Earthquake. Right, so... He's actually brooding, playful, good. Haughty is terrible. Intrigue? Let's spend him highly. Okay, you know what? We've got to drop the gold on this. Good. He's a backup heir. We've got to go for it. And currently, he is our heir, unless we can deal with him later on. Maybe send him to the Drown Gods or whatever to have him educated in the ways of the Storm God. But my God. My headcanon for that is that the Drown God priests know about the Storm God, even if he's their enemy or whatever. So we're going to send our kid there just to learn from whoever can, because there's no official church yet for the Storm God. So he's got to go somewhere to learn about him, even if it is to our enemies in the Iron Islands. Okay. The ship is docked, fully loaded and crewed, ready for you to depart on your quest. Marcello is alongside you as you on the bridge as you give the command to cast off. Did we actually get a warship out of that? So we didn't even get the bloody warship out of that. Well, that sucked. Obviously, if we'd have used the intrigue menu, then we would have said, "Hey, build me a warship." Blah blah blah. Play Kvass, or we can read a book. He's happy with our quest. So part of this is keeping this guy happy with what we're doing. We will read a book. We can gain 10% fertility, naval signals and etiquettes, Valyrian for dummies, or the Weeping Towns accounts for last year. So these, I believe, both help with the quest. Naval signals and etiquette helps with the actual journey there. Valyrian for dummies, I believe, helps when we get to the ruins. I'm going to try Valyrian for dummies then. According to my liege's order, I've done my best to fabricate a claim on the title of a landed noble at Estamont. Sure, well done. I didn't realise we were still Chancellor. Oh yeah, no, you know, we're Justicia, aren't we? That's okay. That's probably for the best. Maester Jordan comes to me with a request. He wishes to make a journey to the Citadel so that he may study for a link and increase his knowledge. Compensation for a temporary loss of his service, 2 gold. Thank you, I appreciate that. Alright. The first leg of the journey is passed with the ship arriving at the port of Volantis after crossing the Summer Sea. This is where you tell your men you intend to sail into the Smoking Sea in search of old Valyria, as the old man's map instructs to do. Many balk at this and desert, but others, including the trusty Marcello, remain loyal. More worthy men willing to take the risk can be hired anyway. Whilst waiting for the ship to be resupplied, you receive an official invitation from Lord Freeholder Ario Havenar, a local volunteer noble, to join him for a feast. Of course. Our hosts enjoyed my wit and charm. Marcello is enjoying the quest. Arano, whatever, is impressed with our gregariousness. Who? Lord Paramount Jeffrey executed her, whoever the hell she is. Lord Paramount Jeffrey also looking a little bit rough. Looking not quite, and of course he's half Martell as well, because of course he is. The ship has set sail and get bound for the Smoking Sea. Ship was created from the shattered remains... Sorry? The sea was created from the shattered remains of Valyria after the Doom. It's now filled with volcanoes and smoking stacks of rock. The men are apprehensive. Some say it boils in places and haunted by demons. The myths are no danger. Set course. Oh shit, a kraken. I think we're going to leave that one there for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Next episode, we find out whether or not the Kraken kills us entirely. But we've made a lot of progress. Our wife has land. We are in line to obviously inherit that land and their ancestral Valyrian steel sword along with it. So that plan is all coming along nicely. We haven't expanded our domain at all yet, but obviously we'll inherit that castle, which isn't much, but it is something. And we're on a trip to Valyria. This could be very, very big for House Durrandon. If we could get that armor, that would be like the ultimate gain for the house there. Thank you all for watching. Again, hope you guys are enjoying this series. It's pretty fun, and I think we've got a lot to see when we go for the whole religious reformation thing. Big shout out to Justin Wallace, Harik, Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Baniel Sidini, Conspired Sea, Crazy Pat, Croesus, Escape, Facunda Vasquez, Haydog, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Michael Mullen, Necrophilin, Powers Presley, Sean Thornton, Smirtworm, Tom Terror 18, Vacuous Bacchus, Wolfsen, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support, the Insanity Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making this series possible in the first place. I'm enjoying this one. I think being in Westeros is just a standard feudal lord is always a lot more fun, isn't it? Some of the weird out of field stuff like Top Box Bob, that's very fun as well. But it's nice just to return to a bit of normality with characters we know and recognize. So it's always quite fun. Shout out as well to Gray, Nathaniel Lindberg, Luana Thomas, Asaro, Betsamus Max, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Don217, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Haji Damar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Icy the Great, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Joran DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plott, Nathan Flores, Matthew, Nick, Panther Pearl, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, Sir Thor the Swede, Shari, Wolfie, Zico, and in person, Sidini, Fraser Brennan, Noah Gallimore, and the Insane Pickle 2. Thank you all for your support.